Hello my lovelies, how are we doing today? I hope you are well. I hope money blesses you abundantly today. So today, a training that I want to do is on building confidence in your work. I had someone request this, and I think this is actually a really great topic, a very underrated topic, because a lot of people struggle with confidence in their work. So I thought this was great to talk about today because I have a recent experience of this. No, what? In terms of not feeling as confident in my work as I have before. So about a year ago, or just a little bit over a year, a couple months, if you had been following me then, you know I switched, well not switched, but I moved more into talking about money and mindset and manifestation and really like owning it and saying that this is something I'm going to heavily focus on in my business, as well as the sales strategy stuff. And I'd been running my business for about 4 years, 3, one of those. It's been so long now, that I was so confident in what I did. I knew my industry, I knew my work, I knew my skill, I knew my expertise. I knew it like the back of my hand. I was an expert. I am an expert when it comes to sales and stuff. But when it came to openly talking about mindset and money and manifestation, it was a very different thing for me. I felt really wobbly, really new, really inexperienced, and I definitely went through imposter syndrome for about probably like 6 to 8 months of the year. Seriously, I had mega imposter syndrome. I was like, who am I to be teaching this? I don't know anything. Even though I do know stuff, but I hadn't had the experience of teaching it and talking about it. And also, like, talking about strategy is one thing. Talking about beliefs and ideas is kind of another thing, because you're talking about very personal, very individual things that, not everyone agrees with, which is fine. That's why in business you target your target market, your ideal audience, not just everyone. But I felt quite vulnerable, like starting to talk about this stuff. But instead, what I did when I felt that imposter syndrome come up, I said to myself, it's not going to be like this forever. And the best way to get through it, to overcome imposter syndrome, aka lack of confidence in what you're doing, is to do the work and continue showing up. So not only did I need to continue showing up and teaching about mindset, money and stuff, I also had to do it myself, like more than usual, more than I knew to do, because that was going to be the fastest way that I learned my topic inside out. And so on the business strategy side, I started the Happy Wealth podcast. I started the Happy Wealth group. I launched Abundant as Fuck. Well, I already had it, but I turned it into like a signature course. There's a big focus on it now. It's like my best course. I love it. Well, I think it's my best course, but yeah. And then I continued to talk about manifestation and money, and like I did a 30-day live event, kind of like what I'm doing now on Instagram. I did a 30-day live event where I talked predominantly about money and mindset and a little bit about business. And I just like put myself in that situation that I had to grow and I had to become more confident and I had to find the answers. And then personally, I would do the work. I would work through all my personal blocks. I would feel the money stress come up and then work through it, like with journaling or with forgiveness or EFT or whatever I did. So I would practice what I was teaching. And it was great because I could teach it in real time. And it's like following the whole strategy of Gary Vaynerchuk about document over create, right? Which is what I've always followed. And I recommend anyone to follow it because it's the easiest way to come up with content, easiest way ever. It's because you always you are always documenting what you are creating, what you've done, right? So I was teaching and learning at the same time. And so over that 6 to 8 months, and like keep in mind I was traveling then, so I was like kind of stopping and starting with the work. I was still showing up in terms of content, but with my own personal work I was kind of like starting. Once I came back and I did that 30-day event where I talked mostly about mindset and money. And then I really sunk deeper into the work and had physical evidence and proof that all this work was creating real world physical results. That's when I started to get way more confident. Like I was like imposter syndrome, sort of like not so confident, not knowing what I'm doing for the first 6 months. And then as I started to really sink deeper into it, as well as get results, my confidence just went like started soaring. It was out of this world. And that's not that long ago, if you think about it. Like that was end of July 2019, last year. So not that long. What are we now? End of March, August, September, October, November, December, Feb, March. So 8 months ago. That's not that long. And now I'm extremely confident in money mindset and what I teach. I am an expert now, and I continue to do the things that I know that I need to do each day. It's like a habit now. I'm confident in teaching it. I'm confident in my practice of it. And so it's aligned. So yeah, that's what I believe builds confidence in your work. I don't believe that you can fully build it by just thinking about it. I think you have to do the work. Like, who says it? I think it's Marie Forleo. She said, oops, hopefully that didn't drop off. Anyway, I think Marie Forleo says clarity comes from engagement, not thought. So it's another way to say confidence comes from action, not thought. Butchered that, but it's the same thing. You get confident when you become confident in it yourself. So it's like a two-part kind of confidence. If you're doing it and you're in it, or even if you know it already and you teach it as you're learning it or teaching it as you go, that generates confidence as well as getting results, right? As well as seeing real world results, whether it's you're getting the results, your clients getting the results, your customers getting the results, your students getting the results, your audience is getting the results. I said you, right? Or you're getting personal results from it. That builds confidence. So hopefully that helps. And as always, if you have any questions or anything you'd like me to help you with, please ask in the comment section below or start a new thread. I'm here to help you. All right, lovely. See you later.